Last week on Flight Room TV.
You know, we are in the, for the most part, we're in the microwave era, whereas we want something quick. We want something right at our fingertips. So negativity is that when it turns to it.
But it's a great end.
I don't know. But who knows, man? This whole okay.
This is a sketch on the right.
Yeah, that's who he saw on the right.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm like, boy, if you'll get your big internet out of here.
Okay, but even that, that's what I'm saying. Like, all right.
2 minutes this year too, simply because
who's singing that jump?
It's Jasmine Sullivan and Eric Church, and it's like a duet.
Yeah, she gonna blow.
She gonna not only that, but it's a duet.
Kill that shit.
Yeah, she gonna kill that shit.
Hotels.
You can't say I just named 2 cities in PG County, and you say
they're right next to each other. That's little Mexico. Go ahead.
Anyway, I get pulled over, and the Bama say, "Oh, your tent's too dark." Step me outside. Shut the fuck up.
No, I just think his whole story is just very like was that nigga a plant? Do you think this nigga was like a plant? You know what I'm saying?
I'll never be thinking about this shit till you say this shit, and then when you break it down like that,
I mean, it's just something to think about. I'm not putting it on him. I don't know nothing. It's just something to think about.
We are live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what the fuck it is. The Flight Room TV. I'm Keys. I got Remy, please. Simo, Lighthouse, and hey, I'll in here shortly. Hey, look, go ahead and like and subscribe right now because we ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be here each and every goddamn Wednesday. Yep. Go ahead, hit that motherfucker right now. And you're gonna get, hey, guess what? You're gonna get your fix every single fucking Wednesday. So let's get into it. Hey, guess what? Hey, Super Bowl just passed. And is it me, or was this the halftime show, right? Was that or was that not like some demonic shit? Like, I mean, I had my own son tell me, like right then and there. I didn't say anything. He said, okay, that's kind of weird. I mean, it was a weird vibe coming from that. Am I the only one that was feeling that? That's coming from a 12-year-old, by the way.
I mean, normally, like I like to watch Grammys, Oscars, performances like that, because I know I'm going to see some wild shit. Like they put the shit out there for you to see, and it's like how do like I thought I was going to have to like dig deep. Damn, P. I thought I was going to have to dig deep, like dissect the shit, but they started shit out with a fucking fallen angel. Like,
that shit was,
yeah, like this shit had nothing to do with nothing. It's just
nothing.
An angel falling into like another pit of
pit of death.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
That shit was
weird. And all of them were like cyborg robots at the beginning.
Yeah,
they all had the red eyes and all that shit. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Even the music, all the way down to the music, there was like they were like chanting. It was like a chant. It was weird.
And then he walked out of like the like light, and it was like he was walking out like the depths of hell, and he had a red suit on. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be reaching, but at the same time, ain't nothing by mistake, bro. Everything is planned to like XYZ. So
yeah, they put that shit in plane. They not even trying to hide this shit no more. No.
Right.
That's just right there. Like,
but they just the thing that they started with the fallen angel. Like it was like bam.
I don't know. It's definitely subliminal if you know what you're looking for.
Yeah. I mean, them joints is rituals in general. Like every year, that it's like some sort of what's it called, double entendre type shit, like some behind the scenes type shit that things we may not understand on the surface, but always has some level of symbolism to it. So yeah, I mean, and it's going to continue every year. That's part of what the Super Bowl halftime performance is.
Even like last year, they said that was a what is it, J-Lo and
Shakira,
what was her name? Shakira was supposed to be like a sex trafficking ritual.
Yeah, but I mean, they say the Super Bowl is the highest. The Super Bowl is the Super Bowl of sex trafficking. You follow me?
That's crazy.
Yeah, like every year that shit happens. It's like the biggest distraction. So like people are being sold, all ages, mostly, what I mean, females, but yeah.
That's crazy.
Super Bowl is the Super Bowl of sex trafficking.
Damn. So you're saying that the Super Bowl is a diversion for them to do that shit?
Yeah. Every year. That's everybody know that. Well, not everybody, but everybody know that.
That's I don't know. What you think, Simo?
It was weird. Yeah. They had shit. It was.
You breaking up, Simo?
Breaking up, Simo. What you think, Lighthouse?
I mean, yeah, I didn't even really see the joint, but I just saw images of it. I didn't see the video, but just off the all red suit with the you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm not surprised, man. Like that's kind of what I expect from these things. So, even when y'all was telling me from it, just how weird, every single person I heard say anything about the Super Bowl halftime performance all said it was like some weird shit, and even last year, the joint from last year just had some, some sort of sense of, some sort of ritual. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
What stood out to you, P? Like that you
honestly, and I know we're going to cover this topic too a little bit later, but it was just the robot, like us being desensitized to the robotic shit. Like they showed it, like, what I mean? They all had the red eyes and and I think it was like a deeper service or a deeper purpose with the people being in bandages, yo. Like how people are, like how we live in so much superficial shit. It just like kind of threw it in our face with that. I thought that was telling too, like the dudes being dancing around, bandages, all that shit. And then if you follow his whole storyline from Vegas, his shit is crazy like that. Like he's like on some whole set shit.
What you mean?
You talking about
like I'm talking about the Weeknd's whole rollout. Like like if you watch his videos and stuff, he starts out regular, then heartless. You know what I mean? He doing all the psychedelic drugs and shit. The other joints, he's getting his ass fucking beat. Then he transfers over, gets surgery, pops out with that, and I think that video, No More Tears, yeah, the No More Tears, the Save Your Tears video is kind of telling too on that the devil depicting type shit. Because in the video, like he has the girl put the gun to his head and shit, but then it's how it like goes black, and then he comes back and rises up. It's like all red, fire and shit, and then like even how at the end the crowd cheers him on. They like kind of confused. You know what I mean? Like it's just like the pits of death. It's low frequency shit all over. So I wasn't even like surprised at Weeknd's, because just like you said, every year they choose somebody for the Super Bowl, put out whatever message.
So you're essentially saying that it was fitting. This is just more the same.
Oh yeah, very telling, and just like the colors, man. I told you about those ideographic cybernetics, yo. Red.
Ooh, that word every time.
Yeah,
say it again.
Man.
Say it again.
Ideographic cybernetics.
It's Coochie Chocolate.
And it's colors. It's programmed through colors, and like
I was reading even like the Pepsi, like the red and the blue, like that whole like that's using like masonry.
And another thing about that too, about Pepsi, did y'all peep like all the commercials and shit? Like it's Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Pepsi, Rockstar, Pepsi. What was the other shit that's under Pepsi? Yeah, it's just like a Pepsi show. I'm like, damn, they bought these niggas out. Like that's all I was seeing. So yeah, y'all gotta just be in tune to that shit. Super Bowl was going crazy this year.
And I read like the little arrows, like as above, so below, and if you count like all these dots, there's 33 of them. The world on the pole that's using masonry, like the Joaquin and Boaz. Yep.
Mm.
and then they got like all these like words in the background.
Oh,
I did
shit,
see
didn't
that.
see
I
that.
did peep that though. The words and stuff at the beginning, and even like how the city
Yeah.
skyline type shit, and the red
The
clouds.
red clouds, yeah.
Yeah,
And
Did
how
you see that shit in the
and
background?
then how he walked through that like little portal or whatever.
yeah. You talking about like after the lights, that light
Mhm.
part.
Yeah.
All that stuff was wild, man.
I was
So,
reading this shit too. When Masonry learns about the warrior of Black Power, energies of Lucifer in their hands, and then they had like the lights in their hand like that.
oh yeah,
Yeah, like this was a ritual. This part was a ritual.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It felt like it. It felt like are we supposed to be watching this?
Even at the beginning, man, it looked like he was almost in
It
like
was weird. It was like, wait, what are they doing?
Yeah, it was like some.
They do know
Judgment
we're
Day
watching,
type
right?
shit. Yeah,
They do know we're watching this shit, right?
man, they went hard for that, and that's what I'm saying too. Like even it's probably some even deeper shit with
Right.
it being all men. Like it might be some shit with that. Like
Right.
I ain't even
Right. Usually,
that.
you know, yeah.
I
Usually,
didn't even
sex
think about
sells.
that.
One of them skull and bone type joints or
Yeah,
whatever.
man, it's all men, no female, no nothing.
Mm.
Like so, I peeped that shit too.
Oh, and then, like that little tunnel house, it kind of reminded me of that scene in Us. You know, when she was in the fun
With
house.
the mirrors. And
Yeah,
shit.
with the
Yeah.
mirrors. Yeah.
The tethered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when it got stupid for me. I was like, man, what the fuck is going on?
Should give you motion sickness.
Yeah, but I would definitely say that scene from that picture you just showed where it was like showing him like going from like the light and then he like that's definitely symbolism of like going from like one plane to the next. You know what I'm saying? So that could be some going from the physical, symbolizing going from the physical to the spiritual, going from that part. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He came through that, right? That's symbolism
Yeah.
of going through a portal.
Yeah.
Or not even just that, maybe even going to a different level of enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now I step through the light. Now I see the world from this perspective. So a lot of these rituals be painting a picture. They be telling a story. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all did y'all homework?
Nah, we've been here for a minute, dog. We've been here.
It's
This
things
ain't
like
just this shit. Like that,
right.
If you pay enough attention, you'll see.
Right.
If you pay enough attention, you'll see the same shit in other things. It's not like they be coming up with different shit. Like they be using the same shit over and over again. They just might use a different artist or you know what I'm saying, and just do it differently. But and even these award shows, it'd be the same shit. These award shows, like Lady Gaga. That's why Lady Gaga won't have a hit or song for a minute, but she'll definitely get a performance at an award show. Same thing with what's her name?
Exactly.
Yeah.
At the inauguration. Hey, did you this is kind of off topic, but at the inauguration, she was wearing the same dress as the lady wore in Hunger Games, the Mockingbird.
Yeah, and she had the Mockingbird too. You peeped that?
Yeah, and the girl that did the poem, Oprah gave her a ring that did the poem in the Super Bowl. The girl that did the poem in the inauguration, Oprah gave her a ring. It was like the caged bird. Like all that shit's like intertwined.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and they even said the Hunger
I got to
Games
go back and
feature
actually
shit.
listen to what she said.
Yeah,
because you kind of get captive. Because you know a lot of people look at that and be like, "Oh my God, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's black love and this that, and the third." But you ain't listening to.
I
What
was
she's
blown
saying.
the whole time she was doing the poem. I was like, what the fuck is this shit, man? Come on.
Nah, man. I knew what
I was blown the whole time. I was blown the whole time.
I knew what that shit was. They had to do that. But yeah, just like you said, all that stuff is symbolic, man. Nothing is just by accident. It's all intentional with these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
What you think, Al? What you think?
I got the fresh cut.
Fresh cut,
Right,
Al.
dude.
I was about to
Fresh
say,
cut, Al.
Fresh cut. Damn.
Boy.
boy.
Nah, I thought that shit was just weird. I mean, I ain't even look at all that. I ain't even look at all the. Like I ain't look too deep into it. I just thought that shit was weird. I mean, y'all already know that shit looked off, looked weird the entire time, and even the performance. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I was looking for the performance. The performance wasn't nothing to remember. Like it was.
That's how I felt.
It was.
I always sound like a nigga like yodeling.
and the weekend, I thought the weekend had bangers, but I mean not necessarily bangers, but I thought he had some songs. But like even as he was performing, I was just like, I'm not entertained. Like I'm not entertained.
Yeah. It was almost like they were there for some reason. It was like they was there, like they, you know, like the Super Bowl halftime show was supposed to be it was like it wasn't about the halftime. It wasn't about music. It wasn't about none of that shit. It was just like,
no
what
bullshit.
the fuck is going on?
I'd rather watch fucking Bruce Springsteen for real.
And the fact that like
YouTube.
I don't know, maybe it was me and I kept hearing that he spent $7 million of his own money, and for us to get $7 million of his own money, and that
Somebody
was the
pay
show.
for that shit. Yeah, somebody pay for that shit. Ain't nobody paying for all that shit on their own.
No, Pepsi probably paid for that.
Yeah, somebody paid for that. I ain't hearing that shit.
But still, I think he just paid for the camera work. The
I need
cinematics
receipts.
for real.
Yeah.
And the fireworks. Yeah, like maybe the Da Vinci Blazer. I don't fucking know, but like it wasn't $7 million worth. I tell you that shit much. Right,
You a
right
fucking
now.
fool. The most like lucrative sport on the most lucrative day, and you coming out of pocket, you a fucking fool if you did that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm not hearing that shit at all.
Exactly. Everybody watches the goddamn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
You
got
can
got
wear
it.
a fucking you can wear a branded pin from a company during that performance.
Right.
They pay
You got, sir.
Right.
If
Yeah,
that was it.
Hey, real quick. I'm sorry. I think I might have missed this, but I just feel like we're obligated. I'm not even obligated. I feel like we need to do this and just toast to our guy Marcus.
Good.
Yes, sir.
As we celebrate him and wish him a happy birthday. So
Hey,
I want to toast to our guy Lighthouse as we celebrate.
Hey man, love you guys.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you need less ice in that cup, sir.
You got to be going
Well,
in.
nah, man. I'm planning on letting this last for a while, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's my first drink since like the new
You
year.
a fucking lie.
No,
I know
serious.
you lied.
I'm serious,
New
man.
Year?
This thing came on the show hot as shit.
Hey, look. Hey, look. It's her birthday. Hey, look. Hey, but yeah, back on that topic. So let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that it's more influential that for something that you listen to, or is there something that you see? Because we saw the Super Bowl halftime show, we saw these images, but at the same time, do you think it's the same influence when it comes to actually listening to something versus seeing it?
It's got to be the same.
Man.
It's got to be the same.
I think
Corey.
more
Don't even just say that, Corey. I want you to go further in that. Don't just
Go further.
say
Well,
it.
all right. So I'll go. I'll say this. What did it say? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, whatever the fuck. It's all on the same shit, or whatever. So it's got to be the same. It has to have the same consequences or damage. Is depending on what you're listening to, what you're hearing, and all that shit, or whatever the fuck. So it's got to be the same. I don't think one is lesser of the other. So it's got to be the same.
Man, me personally, I think seeing always has more of an influence because it's like you can always hear shit, and even with the tone of different things, but when you see it, it gives you that shock value. I think when you see things, it sets in differently. You know what I mean? Your brain processes that shit different because you actually witness it, and you get to see other people's reaction with it. So like. I feel like it's deeper when you see it. And everybody, especially in these times, we're all visual learners, man. Like pictures, videos, that's what we about. We don't even read, like I told you, I don't even like reading subtitles on TV no more. Like that's how bad that shit is. So I already know.
But what would you say? I gotta bring Marcus in on this joint because I know he feels the same way I do as far as like the music type things that people are listening to. Kill motherfuckers, shoot motherfuckers up, and all that shit. You know,
but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. If you see somebody
listening to that,
hear them get murdered, it's a difference. Seeing that shit is way more shock value than hearing somebody get strangled. See, like you know what I mean? Like it's just a different level of shit.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with that. I agree with you, Corey. As far as I think hearing is more influential because I think that like even all the way down to even just that voice in your head that you hear that be talking to you. I think that's the most influential voice. You know what I'm saying? Or that that you're gonna hear that voice in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that shit like you don't see nothing, but that voice in your mind kind of carries out like the patterns that you live on your everyday is kind of influenced by the just your inner talk. You know what I'm saying? So I think that right there alone, I think is why what you hear is the most influential. What you listen to in your head, that's before the actions you take. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think.
True.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
I think it's 50-50. I'm 50-50 on it. I don't know, but I do know that a lot of movies that we go and see, they play on those things. They play on some of the things that you hear while you're seeing it. And you know what I'm saying, and that it fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? We go and watch some of these movies like Tenet and shit like that. Like you're literally watching it. It can be a scene where nothing is really happening, but yet something like your brain feels like it's wired, and it feels like it's, I don't know. It feels like you're in deep thought for whatever the fuck reason, and it's simply because of like a monotone or some shit that they got going on in the background. They're playing on frequencies. It's all play on frequencies, and when you're able to master frequencies and know that this frequency can do this to this person or this frequency, I mean, once you tap into that shit, I mean, god damn. I mean, those are the secrets right there.
AB, have you ever heard this was a thing, like music was recorded in like a lower frequency, like it was recorded in I don't know, like 432 or some shit, and then over time, over time they changed it to 440, and that's like a frequency that keeps you like out of tune or dumb and not like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you go to sleep and you like try and meditate, like I would play shit at a lower frequency to like what do they call that shit? Like binaural music.
Binaural.
Binaural beats.
Mm-hmm. That shit helps you dream. That shit helps you sleep. That shit helps like restoration of like your body and everything. But like there was like, I think it was like a understanding across like the music industry to like change all the hertz to the 440. And that make you think, because like all like, is it like 44? Because like the 440. Yeah.
Yep.
It was 432, I think, back then, and then they changed it to 440.
No, it is. It's
right.
even. I've even like watched certain tutorials where they be like talking about when you change that pitch on your beats. Like, so if you change your beats to like 432, it just makes it sound it feels more harmonious with the soul. Like, so even the average person that listens to that, when they listen to it, if you change the frequency on your beats to 432, it's actually a lot more, I can't say the word, but you know what I'm saying? It's a lot more easy for people to vibe with it, as I guess you would say.
Damn, what I'm reading now is like it has to do with the golden ratio and how they built the pyramids and shit. So they probably like use that shit.
I told you, Egyptians.
Everything come back to them. All that math.
Man, they had a Go ahead, Pete.
Oh no, you go.
I was just gonna say that there was this heavy metal death band that used to play. No, I'm serious. They used to play at their concerts. They used to play. I don't know the name of them, but they used to play with frequencies so low, like that it would like people would go there just so that they can experience low enough frequencies so that they throw the fuck up. Like they would like pass out.
Like that death metal shit.
Yeah, it's like
that shit can happen.
There's
like a form of torture. Yeah, there's a form of torture where you can like play like really low frequencies and like fuck people's heads all up and shit like that. Like that shit is like a real thing.
Yeah, but what
the CIA know about it?
Yeah, what you say? Like Christopher Nolan uses this shit. What's the name? Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, the tone that sounds like it's moving, but it's not. It's the same tone.
Oh, yeah.
The formula gives you that formula gives you anxiety. Like it was used in Batman. It was used in Tenet. It was used in Dunkirk. Like shit. That movie really gave me
Dunkirk for sure.
That shit gave me anxiety.
That was
like it's a formula. Like you can't do nothing about it. Like when they play that shit, it gives you anxiety.
Yeah, it's like intense, especially in like IMAX and all that shit. You be going crazy.
Yeah.
Which is why the whole that movie theater shooting and remember when remember that shit? That was some demonic shit, yo.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
think like,
The Dark Knight, right?
you think it can activate somebody to do some shit?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
definitely.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's what. That's what
I was
those
gonna say no.
binaural
I'm
beats do.
pretty sure y'all probably know more about it than me. But as far as like the Egyptian shit, I had read up that when they created their language or whatever, they created it on certain frequencies, which is why it sounds funny and shit when you speak to shit or whatever the fuck. But they created their language just to say some weird ass shit or whatever the fuck. I don't know, on some different frequencies or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm no expert, but I read up on this shit. Yeah, that shit was interesting. The frequency shit is
The
real
higher
talk.
consciousness.
Yeah, even like in the hieroglyphs, they got like those tuning forks that got to do with frequency.
Mm-hmm.
Al said, nigga said it was talking about a death band, but it's crazy because I used to hear about like people at Gallaudet, they used to have parties and it'd just be straight bass, and they'd be like freaking, and the parties is just straight bass.
Wow.
Yeah, I can see.
That's
Makes
just like
sense.
techno shit.
So
That makes sense.
why y'all laughing, man?
That makes sense.
Nah, that shit makes sense. though.
Hey, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Hey, I can feel because you can. It's essentially it's a feeling.
yeah.
All right, that frequency
Yeah.
is giving
Even
you a
when,
feeling.
They can't hear no hi hat or
even
nothing.
when you
So
be in
yeah,
the club, that bass like it like activates something in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With you know what I'm saying when you drinking and then the bass from that music, that shit does something.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah. You gotta have that bump in the trunk.
Who had the album? Was it De La Soul? Low end? No. It was
The low end theory.
Low end theory. Yeah, you're on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you
Tribe
go.
Called Quest.
Tribe Called Quest. Yeah, there you go. Low end theory.
Tribe.
Yep. It's all intertwined.
It's all intertwined. But speaking of intertwining and music, what do y'all think some of the best mixtape or album series is? Mixtape. It can be a mixtape series or an album series. What do you think is one of the best series?
All right, let me go first, just because I know y'all gonna throw these other ones out there. So I'm.
You don't know me.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to go the route that I feel like somebody else is going to name. So I'm going to go with the Fabulous, the Summer Shootout series.
Oh,
The summertime shootout. I was gonna say that.
hey, what you talking about, boy?
I think the Soul Tape is better though.
Huh?
I think the Soul Tape series is better.
Both of them.
What you say? What you say, Lighthouse? What you say?
I knew he was gonna go with Fab. I knew you was gonna go with Fab though. I knew that shit. I knew that shit. I knew it.
Okay. Maybe I think that's so. I like the Summertime Shootout too. I mean, Summertime Shootout series better, but I definitely think that Soul Tape jump is up there too. But yeah,
That's it.
Go ahead, Simo.
I
You got
thought
it.
you had some more. I thought you were gonna say.
Go ahead.
nah,
Simo,
I'm only
you
going with
got it.
one. I'm only going with one.
All right. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, of course, you gotta bring the Carter in there joint. I'm gonna say Carter 1 and Carter 2, and I'm cutting it off after that. Carter 1 and Carter 2.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you cut it off there.
I'm cutting it off right there.
I'm glad you cut it
Carter
off
1
there.
and Carter 2. And then I might fuck a lot of people up with the Jay-Z, but I'm gonna say
Blueprint.
I'm gonna have to go with the Blueprint 2. The Blueprint 1 was all right. It was all right, but the Blueprint 2 was stupid.
What?
That joint was the Blueprint 2 was way.
You said Blueprint. The Blueprint.
You
one
are
was
high.
alright.
The Blueprint 2 shitted on the Blueprint 1. I'm sorry.
You talking about the double album, The Gift and the Curse? The Gift and the Curse?
Yes, sir. The Gift and the Curse. You got a double album. Yes, you are absolutely correct. You got a double album. Yes, sir.
It was.
Yes,
it
sir.
was ahead of its time.
The thing is,
That Blueprint.
I would.
Come on, dog. There are multiple.
I would say if he took
Go ahead.
I think if he would have took the best song, if he would have took the best songs off that double album, made it to the one, then I think that could have been a conversation. But I don't think that's any better than the first Blueprint. Nah.
What?
Not the first Blueprint.
It's
Hey, the
solid,
first
though.
Blueprint was cold, Simo.
It was cold. No, don't
too
get me wrong.
classic.
It was cold. It
I
was
think
cold.
I think Blueprint, the first one, changed like the sound of music for real, like with the producers and the soul beats.
I
And,
don't know.
and
That's what I'm saying.
nah, that shit
No,
changed
that was
music, bro.
It's got
changed.
some
That
joint on
changed
there.
music. It did.
That shit changed music.
I'm gonna go ahead and rock with. I'm gonna rock with this joint. I'm gonna rock with this joint. Y'all remember this?
Louis, baby, Wayne. Come on.
You talking about the squads?
The squad ups,
Squad Up.
baby.
Yeah.
Hey, the squad ups. Hey, first of all, this
How many
Best of
squad
Me
hits?
freestyle was one of my favorite joints, yo.
Yeah.
That was one of my
I ain't mad at that.
favorite. Hey, the squad ups and
Or the dedications.
or the dedication.
Hold on.
Or the dedication. It was a toss up for me, but the squad ups, that's something I grew up on. That's when you know what I'm saying, like when Wayne, when he was, I mean, that's when he was just at his I believe to his most organicness.
Yeah.
And it was just everything was from the hip. Everything was from the hip.
Yeah.
And just from and they knocked
I
them
ain't mad at
they knocked them joints out. How many of them joints they had? Like 8 or 9?
30.
Yeah, he was dropping
30.
them like every 6. I know, every 4 months he was dropping that shit.
Oh my god! But yeah,
That's gotta be-
the squad.
Yeah, I
The squad
ain't
ups
mad at that
was
one.
tough, you know? The squad ups.
Hey,
for me,
and I'm gonna keep it in the same region. I'm gonna keep it in the same region. I'm gonna go with Currency with his Pilot Talk series with Pilot Talk 1, 2, and 3. I think those was probably some of Currency's strongest. It's probably, it might be his strongest mixtape series, or his his most coveted. And then another one I'm gonna go with. Damn, I fucking forgot. But yeah, I had somebody go back though. It's gonna come back to me. But go ahead. I'm gonna pass it on somebody else.
I think just because the consistency with it, when Freeway did that Month of Madness shit, that shit was like unheard of. Like, do y'all sleep? Like, this nigga was pushing out a different project every day. And for a month.
crazy.
Yeah, like come on, bro.
Yeah, Pete put me on to that Month of Madness. I was like, wait, what is this? And we listened to that shit
Freeway,
like consistently,
consistently for like a month straight.
A minute.
What you got, Pete? Because I had a question I wanted to ask you about. Since we go on music, what's your question? Go ahead. What you got?
I was gonna say Kanye College Dropout. That shit.
Oh, the like dropout, graduation.
Graduation.
Okay, yeah, I ain't even thinking about it like
that.
that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a good little My I wanted to know, besides Jay-Z, who had like out of the Rockefeller, who had like a classic ass album?
Nah, I need series. We talking about series. I need series.
Yeah, I know. I'm. This is a whole totally different question.
Shit, Diplomats had a classic album.
Freeway,
Talking about
nigga.
that whole
Philadelphia
squad?
Freeway.
That's what I was gonna say.
Freeway.
Okay.
Beanie
All right, because that's
Freeway
what
first
I
album was classic. Freeway first album.
I know
was
Randall
classic.
got a couple
He's had some
BBC
shit.
joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seagull got one or two. The Truth, yeah, and the Reason.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I even think Memphis Bleak was it Made?
What?
May was
Okay.
hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
listen to that
he
again.
had the best.
And the
features, though. That
nigga, the
was
camera
good for a
Purple
feature.
Haze.
Oh yeah, Purple Haze. Even
I forgot. That was the last rock album.
nah, even Joel's jump From Me to You. That jump was a classic. Cameron.
Yeah, that was good.
Was
Come Home With Me.
Diplomatic Immunity? Was
Yeah,
Diplomatic
Come Home With Me.
Immunity on
all
Rockefeller
that
too?
shit was.
Hell yeah.
Nigga, yeah. Well, we just answered your
Hell
question.
yeah.
Yeah, we answered it like 10 times. We answered that bitch like 10 times.
It's like 10.
All shit I've been listening to this week.
Yeah.
All shit I've been
Rockefeller
listening
was
to.
killing shit.
I
That
know.
whole stretch.
Yeah, I ain't
You
mad.
can go through their freestyles and have a fucking good ass run, man. They freestyle.
Even
that. I used to love
that
shit.
Duke the God Presents shit came out when we got into college.
Yeah.
All that shit, man.
Yeah, I remember I used to listen to that
Dog,
shit.
we did a Dipset video. Remember the Dipset video we had? Where's that shit at? I think Dale got that.
Ain't no more other series y'all
We
can
did that
think
like
of?
the first week.
That's another series.
I mean, what about just Gangsta Grills in general? What about just Gangsta Grills overall?
I'll take that.
Because that is a mixtape series. That's a mixtape series. I know everybody be having their own joint, but Gangsta Grills had a run.
Yeah, that had the longest run. That had the longest run.
Big Sean finally famous shit. His first 3 were good.
What was the fucking DJ? I forgot his
who
goddamn
else?
name.
DJ Cannon.
Cannon.
Cannon, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Don Cannon drama. Yep.
Wale and the mixtape about nothing.
Oh yeah, the mixtapes about nothing. Wale had a nice run with them joints too. Mixtape about nothing, album about nothing.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Actually, he
that was his best music.
Like even with the album art. Yeah,
that
y'all
he was trending with probably his best shit.
Y'all ain't fuck with Shy Glizzy though. Y'all ain't fuck with the DC hater.
Yeah, I don't really listen to him. I've only listened to his shit on the
Glizzy.
Hey, speaking of Cannon, did y'all know that Nick Cannon's partnering with Jewish Entertainment?
What happened?
Nick Cannon's partnering with Jewish Entertainment.
Sheesh.
Nah, yeah, I saw something about that.
What the hell? What is Jewish Entertainment?
He you know what I mean? He was in hot water. Like he got canceled on every media. He was like
I remember that, but no, what I'm asking, like, what is like? Is that like a entertainment company or some shit? Like BET that I don't know of or some shit?
I guess they're gonna come with one. I don't know. A kosher BET or something. I guess.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Tiffany Haddish, Nick Cannon among 150 to sign a statement launching Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance. More than 170 entertainment industry leaders.
Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance.
This unity word.
Interesting.
Y'all feel like y'all see this unity word a lot lately?
Yeah, I do.
Marketing the launch of Black
Jewish.
I believe it when I see some Black Jewish folks on that joint. I believe it.
But Tiffany Haddish is Jewish though. That's the thing.
Yeah, Haddish is
her father's like a Jewish Ethiopian dude.
Yeah.
Like Tiffany Haddish is actually Jewish.
I believe it when I hear them talking about I'm black and I'm Jewish. We don't know her as being Jewish.
No. But
you're not listening though. She said that multiple times. Tiffany Haddish has said she's black and she's Jewish.
Oh yeah, her father, nigga.
What
her father is Jewish. Like, why you like Corey? Why black people can't be like? Why black people can't be multifaceted, Corey? Like, damn.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I've heard of black folks saying that they're Jewish or Hebrew Israelite or whatever the fuck. But when it comes down to this entertainment,
I don't think a celebrity say that Hebrew Israelite. They like. That's
right. You ain't talking about all black. We talking about Tiffany Haddish and Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Come out and said that they are goddamn Jewish.
I think when they
I want to see them come out here and say, "Yeah, I'm Jewish" and all this other shit, whatever the fuck. I don't know what the hell Nick Cannon is.
Nick, what?
I said I don't know what the hell Nick Cannon is. This man,
her father, nigga, her direct father is a Jewish man, like nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not like she one of these people like it's not like she one of these people like back in ancient time I come from the Hebrews. No nigga, her father is Jewish.
Yeah, no.
Like that's what I'm saying.
But you got her name was first in this article for real.
When we talking about inclusion and unity, we got to have all of them on there. We got to have all of them on there. We had to have all of them on there, dog. No, I mean, but what's Nick Cannon though? What's Nick Cannon? All right, so this is a question, right? All right, so there's a Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance. Obviously, I don't know the details of exactly what that means, but I will say, has there ever not been a Black Jewish Alliance?
That's what I'm saying. Like
a lot of the people who own a lot of these sports teams is Jewish. A lot of the people who make decisions behind the industry, behind the scenes in the music. I mean, in the entertainment industry, Hollywood, music industry is all Jewish people. Like, so, like, what's new about this? Like, it's been Black and Jewish people working together behind the scenes forever. So I don't see what's like.
That's the question I was going to ask.
That's why I'm looking at it.
I think
new. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does this mean?
Exactly.
No. I think no. I think
no. You hold on. I was going to say. That brings it back to why was they trying to shit on Nick Cannon so hard?
That's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying? No, I gotta say it first though. But I got shit on my man.
But I mean, maybe Nick Cannon just trying to stay. Maybe Nick Cannon just trying to stay in good graces with the niggas who's paying him.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like I don't think it would have been like frontline news if Nick Cannon had to like backtrack his statements previously, because when he said what he said, we thought he was spot on, but now he got to backtrack everything. So
wait, so did they like forgive him and all is good and he's going to
no,
be now?
they never.
Out?
Nah, they ain't no forgiving. They're making him do this because he wasn't forgiven.
Okay,
You got a kowtow.
They are bringing back Wildin' Out though.
with him on it.
For real?
Oh,
there you go.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
There you go.
That might have been part of the deal.
There you go.
But I read some on it. It was saying like the reason they was joining together was to fight like racism and anti-Semitism, I guess, in like the music industry. But I'm looking like, where's the anti-Semitism in the music street if all these the niggas is running this shit? Like, I don't understand. Like everybody kissing y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, where
right.
Very good question.
You can't say nothing.
You know
you can't say nothing.
Maybe I'm missing.
You can't say nothing towards
You
them.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're not even allowed to say shit about
you will get canceled tomorrow if you say some shit about him.
That's what I'm saying. So
can't say nothing towards him.
That's what I'm saying. So how does a group that you're not allowed? So how does a group that you're not allowed to say anything about join with another group, and then it's like join together to fight against racism? But like niggas not even like if anybody say anything about Jewish people, you can reprimand it.
That's
Like
that's what the Trump folks and the KKK people saying.
Lord.
I swear to God that how are you? How are you marginalized? Whatever. Blah, blah. What was Marcus saying last time? Rah, 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 rah. Why you doing this shit? Just let these live. I don't know that.
Yeah, it just I don't know. It feel like Nick Cannon punted.
We'll see how this shit go.
So you think so? So let me ask you this: do you think that this is a step in the right direction, or is this more like
it's all for show?
Okay, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be like a TV channel or some shit? What the fuck?
No, it's just an alliance right now, I guess.
Right, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing about nothing. It just sounds like everything is good.
No,
like
no,
okay, it sounds like when a couple is fighting or something, and like they like step out. They step out in public.
Organization.
Shut up. They step out in public and shit. Let y'all know everything good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but I just feel like it's another one of these situations where it's like, all right, I want to push an agenda, and it's like let's use this black plight right now to push whatever my agenda is, because it's like I said, it's like it's like okay, all this shit with the racism and shit going towards black people, then it's like all right, here let's join the black what's it called, oppression, by now saying, hey, let's just join the forces with the people who've been oppressed in history. But like I said, why are you joining forces with people who are supposedly being suppressed when your people ain't being oppressed? You know what I'm saying? At least right now, today.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit don't make no sense. It sounds like they trying to hijack some shit. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Like these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I ain't think about it that way. That makes sense.
Like,
I ain't think about it that way. Damn.
My bad. I didn't
don't make no sense.
But Marcus said that during last time. He was like, why are we
What's this nigga talking about?
That shit is real.
I don't know what he's talking
about. Real. He said that last episode. I swear to God. Watch when y'all
what I say?
Nah, that was 2 episodes ago. 2 episodes.
He was like, oh, I'm oppressed.
White man, why don't you have empathy for me?
Oh, I'm oppressed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Classic.
Hey, P, you there, P? Hey, what you got to say, P? Oh, P ain't there.
Hey, don't y'all think like they always talk about like insurgents, like aren't like when they do shit like this, aren't they like intercepting their beliefs on our shit? It's like a insurgent.
What you mean?
What you talking about?
It's like a spiritual insurgence when they do shit like this. Like Nick Cannon had a strong belief. He had a strong belief in what he said. He quoted, scriptures in the Bible. Like he had that shit backing him up. And then the media or his pretty much his employers told him take that shit down. Isn't that an insurgence? Like he got canceled by XYZ, by MTV, by Viacom, by AB or NBC, whatever show that's on, like America's Next Best Talent. Like all of them like joined together.
Okay.
Isn't that an insurgence?
I mean, just put it like this. Let's put it like this. All right, so Nick Cannon can get canceled and can be told to apologize.
This nigga's so fucking harmless, bro. This nigga's so harmless.
But what I'm saying is, can that shit be on the other? Would that shit be played out the same way on the other foot? If a Jewish person in the music industry says some shit about black people, would it be the same thing? Would it be treated the same way? Would he be made to come out and apologize and do all this other shit like Nick Cannon had to?
I've never heard, them apologize for shit.
I don't think we have enough collateral.
I'm just asking the question. I'm literally asking.
I'm
just saying that.
Say that again, B.
I don't think we have enough collateral.
Bars.
What do we have that we could like? All right, now, well, if y'all say that, then all right, fuck it, we gonna take this, and this, and you know what I'm saying, like, but
there you go, B.
What are we taking?
What
do we have to stand on?
I'm gonna say it happens, but it happens
That's what it's all about,
a smaller scale, though. It happens on a smaller scale. Like you have these police officers that are caught on video saying, "Oh, fuck these niggas" and all that other shit or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And they have to resign, and they'll probably go get hired in another fucking county or some shit like that. But we ain't had no shit like that as far as popularity or whatever, dog.
I think we have though. I think we have. Dang, let me talk, man. So I think remember Kramer.
I love when y'all do that shit.
Remember when Kramer had his shit. When he was when Kramer was doing his stand-up comedy. He was like nigger.
Yeah,
like
nigga
he was actually a stand-up comedian. And then all of a sudden, like, we never heard anything else from him. And then Roseanne, I forgot what Roseanne said. Roseanne said some shit. Her job was on BBC most recently. I forgot what exactly she said. And not to say, I mean, I don't know if she had to go to like etiquette class or actually sit down and do a podcast with black people. But I remember her shit getting canceled off of ABC after she said whatever she said. I forgot exactly what she said. But.
Well, it didn't get canceled. They kicked her ass off and they kept the show going.
Right. They killed her off too. They killed her ass off.
That makes sense. And you have, I guess you have to do that. You got to kind of like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes all sense. You got to protect like the people that's making your money. You know what I'm saying? You can't just have the niggas out here shitting on the niggas making money. You got to kind of protect your assets and shit, So, yeah.
Us like robots.
Yeah.
They treat us like robots. Like we're the computers. Like they program us to do what the fuck they want us to do. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
And then
we follow that
exactly.
Shit.
And then what? So then what you think about having
programming the robots? The same niggas that's programming the robots is somehow the same ones that's getting discriminated against on the same level as you. Okay. Go ahead, dog. Don't make sense.
Sheep robots.
It don't
make sense. Go ahead.
That don't.
So what happens next after that, B? After they start programming the robots, what happens?
I don't know. I guess we all. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we'll all at some point in time we will be walking around with microchips, and next thing you know, we'll all be like bionic men walking around here.
Bionic men.
Bionic men.
Hey, I got a question, B. All right, do you think in our lifetime, because we always talk about like movies, and I feel like it's like an influx of intervention of like science and shit. Like everything you see now is like cyborg and shit like that. Do you think we would like integrate with machine within our lifetime?
It's already happening.
I think it's
within our lifetime. Within our lifetime.
Yeah, I think
literally within our lifetime. I don't know if it'll get completely 100% there, but it's possible. Yeah, I think it'll eventually get there. I mean, these niggas is like in these a lot of these little tech places, especially out in this area. It's a lot of these like places where these niggas is like building robots left and right everywhere. And I think you know how we always talk about like we always talk about like predict. We always talk about like predictive programming, and they put shit in the movies and shit like that to like kind of prepare you for the future. Nigga, we got hit with what's it called, the Terminator? You know what I'm saying? That's more transhumanism shit than fucking what's the other joint? Even Cyborg, you know the joint? What's Cyborg? The character that be with the Avengers, not the Avengers. You know what I'm talking about? The nigga with the bionic arm and shit. Who?
The Teen Titans, yeah.
Oh yeah,
or
Team Titans. All that shit.
Yeah.
I just think the fact that they even putting it out there, because remember, wasn't he like an ex-soldier? He got like in a bad accident, and then they like rebuilt his body or some shit, like half robot. So you don't think that technology has already been out there, like even to the point where you see soldiers out here right now, niggas getting arms rebuilt and fake arms, getting legs rebuilt.
The first,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like they're probably the guinea pigs for this shit. Like soldiers who lose limbs, they're probably the guinea pigs for this shit in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is like military wise, like
military
grade. They try that's the first shit. They try to make the best soldier possible. But the most creepiest shit is like the Boston Dynamics. Have you ever? Yeah. Do y'all watch that shit on YouTube? Boston Dynamics.
Man, that shit kind of scary. That shit is scary. How shit. Like.
Yeah,
it is.
I just saw the robot.
It make you feel replaced already.
Imagine one of them shits running up on you, nigga.
Hey, real talk.
Hey, you on shit?
Hey, real talk.
As soon as he get doing the as soon as he start doing that shit, it's over. Like Abdul shit.
Alex, what I'm saying. That shit's crazy.
Look how casual.
Hey, turn that shit off, yo. That shit makes me weird.
It's scary shit.
Hey, yo. And that's like
real talk, though. Like, y'all gotta watch Black.
Dog, that joint will slide up on your ass real quick, boy.
And dance on
I'm trying to tell you.
It's two of them.
I'm trying to tell you, this shit has already happened. Dog.
That little doggy jump. Oh, instinct.
Yeah, running man.
Nah, have you seen the video? But have you seen the video of like the dog? Like it was like a wolf like robot or some shit. That shit was scary as shit.
Yeah,
I was like, nigga, you don't stand a fucking chance.
You gotta watch that Black Mirror episode, man. They got one. It's called the something dog, and it's the same shit. It's like this hunting robot. Yeah, it couldn't destroy that motherfucker. And then like that episode is good.
Cheater. Go to I think it's the Cheater
Batista episode.
That shit is wild.
Yeah, bro. The Black Mirror be showing you all that shit.
Yeah, the Black Mirror joint is good.
But it looked just like that. It looked just like that though.
But remember back in the day that remember, I don't know if y'all remember the Ninja Turtles. I think it was either the Ninja Turtles video game. Remember, you used to fight like them little robots that like look like dinosaurs and shit like that.
Yeah,
that's like the same. It's like the same shit. It's like the same exact shit.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
The cartoon.
That was also one of the hardest games of all time too.
Yeah,
that game was hard as shit.
Difficult.
Yeah, it was arcade.
Extremely difficult.
Nigga, I'm just saying, it's already here. I've been trying to tell y'all, it's already here. You can already invest in stocks with this shit. There's a couple of joints that's trying to put out these. They got arms and shit, robotic arms for niggas who are up to their nub and shit. There's already companies out here for this shit, though. It's already companies. It's already here.
Yeah,
it's already here.
Right.
So don't be surprised.
Once them shit start getting involved now. Once them joints start getting involved in warfare, like nigga, like
that's
over.
Well, that's where the ideas and all this shit come from. The money to fund this shit is for the military.
The first
quote.
Because nigga, they showing us that little cute shit with them little dogs hopping around on the lawn and shit. But nigga, that's some killer fucking.
Bro, please, I know that motherfucker could probably go through a brick wall.
I'm
telling you, like don't think once. Yeah, don't think for 1 second they ain't out here creating death robots and shit.
Yeah, exactly. think of it this way. Think of it this way. In 1998 is when the first bionic arm was created. In 98, it is 2021.
Yeah, they out here. They've been out here.
Hey,
Man,
they got the 3D hearts and shit. You see the 3D
They got some
organs
shit that
they
don't
can
look
make it?
like it's.
Nigga, they got bionic cells.
You see, I know. You see the 3D like organs, all that shit. That shit's crazy. The hearts and the lungs and shit they've been coming with.
Hey, but you know, like Elon doing the whole like Neuralink when they put that little microchip behind your ear and you can like tap into like information you don't have.
Yeah, that shit too. But you already see.
Like you put the shit behind your ear.
That's some sick shit. Man.
We're being pranked.
A couple of shares.
Hey, Rez, what was the name of? There was a movie within the past like 10 years where people, I guess they were like getting like replaced like bionic hearts and limbs and stuff, and if you didn't pay your bill, like these
Repo Man.
The Repo Man.
Yeah.
Repo
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's on the same lines.
Fucking Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker, yep.
And Jude Law.
Get that shit. Yeah, they can tell me that.
But nah,
hey, Randall,
real
but that
talk,
joint you just posted,
you can already see how it's integrated. Not even like robots. Even if you use Alexa, that's the same thing as robot programming. You know what I mean?
It
like
is.
Siri,
It is.
the same thing.
At what point do it become like too smart? At what point does it become too smart?
It's already too smart now.
It's already.
It doesn't. There's no point that it comes too smart because it's all supposed to be. It's supposed to help you, dog. It's supposed to be.
A robot has no consciousness, so they don't even have the ability to feel. So they already have, like, you know what I mean? They're already inferior to our shit.
Look at this. They implanted that neural chip, the Neuralink on monkeys, and they can like control shit with their brain.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
But look, that's
the convenience. It's also supposed to be convenient.
The first of this month. The first of this month.
But nigga, but see, but the thing that the thing is convenience. Too much convenience is a bad thing, though, nigga. Like you start to,
I get you. I agree.
Instincts start to go away.
I agree.
When you have too much instinct. So we can agree, we can go along and be like, oh, technology, but when we depend on it, we stop using the shit that God gave us. You know what I'm saying? When we start, that's when we become one with the machine. So
we already depend on.
But yeah, and you're right though, Corey. We already have somewhat started becoming dependent on that shit. But even within the same thing, like
it's too late. That's what I'm saying.
If this, I mean, I agree with you. And just to say that they even invented some technology where niggas could put a chip behind your ear and give you information that you didn't have before. That is the definition of artificial intelligence, nigga. Like, nigga, you're part of what your consciousness and perspective of the world was put a chip. A nigga put a chip in the back of your head, and now you think based off the way that what that chip told you. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, nigga, that's like that means you can literally. Like, it's like put it like this. Let's say put it like this. They can literally be like, we want to create like let's say in war, like we want to create some super soldier fucking murderous niggas. So let's create a program chip.
Every movie's about that.
Program a chip that makes niggas heartless. You know what I'm saying? Soulless. And then it's like you got 100 niggas and just have them in an assembly line, just putting chips in the back of their head. Then you have the most murderous. You ain't even gotta like train them to be killers. You don't even have to train these niggas to be killers. You just gotta put chips on them. That's been happening.
Hey, Lighthouse, you are absolutely correct. Because remember on in the movie The Matrix, like you said, as far as programming, remember when Trinity, APOC was like, it's like she didn't know how to fly a helicopter, and then like they loaded the program in, and she was like, blah, 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 and then she was like, let's go. You remember that shit? Yeah. Like, she just knew how to fucking fly a fucking helicopter. Like, what the fuck?
This bitch was flying in the
So that's what I'm saying. So what's the point of going to fucking school for 15 years to become a doctor if a nigga could just give you a chip and you could become a heart surgeon? You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn, I ain't know about that. Goddamn.
It's money.
Fucking point.
Hey, you know what's scary though? Because like there's no like cap on the intelligence.
That's an OT conversation.
Hold on, there's no cap on the intelligence for the artificial intelligence. Like this story right here, like the AI got too smart and they start talking in their own language to like bypass the people that created it, and they had to shut that shit down. Like these niggas
Remember?
start talking.
Hey, oh my
They
God.
start talking in their own language, and it was like, you know, outside the realm of what they knew. Like
Yeah.
they made up their own
These
language, and they had to
niggas.
cancel that shit.
That was
I believe
4
it.
years ago.
You remember
was
that shit that
in
happened
2017
a
though.
few years ago where the robots like attacked? It was in China or whatever, where they attacked that lab.
Yep.
Yeah.
On that lab and shit, got too smart for those motherfuckers. Same shit.
Stop doing the shit, bro. Stop.
But you know what's fun? You know what's funny? Whenever humans now, let's just say people in the United States, just in general, or just in the world in general, whenever we want information, where do we go? We go to the computer. We pull up our phones. We ask the internet, and we, you know what I'm saying? So we go to the internet, and we go to we go to the same very thing that we made for information about us. What the fuck?
So why would a robot not do that? And then the robot is one with that already, nigga. Like he already got access to everything. You know what I'm saying? Already.
I would say
I'm gonna tell these niggas
anything. That would answer your question is as far as will we be integrated with AI or whatever the fuck. That would be the most smartest thing to integrate ourselves with AI instead of building separate AI units and shit, robots or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because
I feel like
they said they had to shut down.
But they're gonna roll that shit out for like, you know, the have versus the have not. They're gonna roll that shit out.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Gonna
You got the money. You got the
You
money.
gotta,
Of course.
They're gonna use it.
you gotta look at that thing like
Right, and they're going to use it just like that tagline was, to be immortal. They're going to start using it to base, like, even off like that molecular cell shit. They're going to start bringing people back from the dead type shit like that, and give them information. Like I'm dead ass, dog. Like I know it sounds far fetched, but it's like already happening. I can already kind of like that's just mapped out. You can see it.
What I was saying, it sounds more sense like y'all was saying to do some AI augmentation towards a human instead of doing like the iRobot movie type shit and having these motherfuckers just roam around the fuck and they create their own goddamn language and fuck our shit up or whatever. And you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but even like let's take another robot movie, Ex Machina. They were trying to integrate the female to the point. Yeah,
same type of thing. She
fucked that boy up. He thought he was in love with a real person. Forgot it was a robot. He got fucked up in the game. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, that shit is so real though. Like, it's so real. Like, but it's a robot, bro. You forgot that was a robot.
That's what I'm saying. So it would make more sense. My bad.
I think that shit's very possible though, because like even look at it like even from a perspective of like even it's like even with robots, it's like I forgot what I was gonna say, but go ahead though.
No, I'm just saying if from what everybody said, it makes more sense to alter human beings with AI and shit instead of just making separate robots or AI units or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Without the human intellect or without the human emotional aspect or whatever.
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
thing you were saying
element
as far as them taking the things you were saying as far as them taking the like dead bodies and shit, because I believe a lot of these technologies is tested off like with the military and with war. So imagine if you can just take niggas who's already dead and just like recharge their body with like robotic whatever the fuck, and then make the dead people who are already dead soldiers. Like you're not losing nothing at the end of the day.
That might be where the zombie shit come from, and we just ain't know what they was talking about.
So let me ask you this. I think that's realistic.
And that's what I was saying though. That was to your point. That's what I was saying. That's the only element that's missing out of a robot is the element to feel, to have emotion and all that shit.
But wait.
Oh, this is crazy.
So like, do you think like other like there's different forms of consciousness? Like I always wanted to ask this. Do you think there's different forms of consciousness? Like we are programmed to have this form of consciousness.
I think in this
robots have different forms of consciousness.
Oh yeah,
like people from another.
I think our consciousness also it depends on like
or remorse
or our environment, like what like the universe or wherever we reside, like whatever rules that govern our that we are actually in. Like those are the rules that we have to abide by: up, down, left, right, in, out. You know what I'm saying? Like so those
our dimension and shit.
Yeah, the dimensions that we're in.
Yeah.
That's what we have to go by. And we cannot break those laws. It's universal. So we have to abide within that. But my question was, go ahead, Lighthouse, go ahead.
No, I was agreeing. I was just saying that, and that's what creates the totality of like experience. Like everybody can't have the same shit. You got to have like variances of like existence in order to like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, these people live in this reality, so it's like there's lessons to learn for the people who don't live in that reality. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I gained something from watching people who live like this. You know what I'm saying? So I feel it's like those experiences are like just adds to the totality of everything. So I agree with that.
So let me ask you this: so how close do you guys think that we are to actually looking at AI as life? Like an artificial intelligence gets it gets a social security number.
Everything is like is like 15 years in advance.
Yeah.
Like whatever we see now, like this
10 years, bro.
Yeah, this technology we see now is, you know.
So do you think that there are actual
the technology we see now is 10 years old for real?
Yeah,
so do you think that there are actual robots amongst us that look like us that we would never know?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you seen like those what are those, like the silicone drone looking?
Come on now. Yeah,
already. So what y'all saying that they just walking around and passing and we wouldn't even know?
Maybe.
I don't think so. I don't think the technology is that far. No,
they wouldn't tell us that shit, but they would test it.
You won't take technology that far. Do you know what we do?
Yeah, but
I think that's what
you know what we do.
I don't know if
it's just something that point like at the end of the day.
Go ahead, Marcus.
I mean, I don't know if it's at a point where it's like just straight up robots walking around. We don't know. But I will say there are people whose consciousnesses have been like hijacked to the point where they're damn near walking human robots. I will say that shit. Where niggas, like it's niggas.
That's a good ass analogy.
I'll give you that.
Okay, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're robots in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? I do think there's people walking around like that, but I don't know if there's like straight up just robots, like human. Like we think they're people. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and to more to that point. What if they get us to the point, like you said, they dumb us down to the point where we act like robots, and then when they actually do implement a plan or whatever that may be, we won't even recognize that shit is actually, you know what I'm saying? We'd be so just lost.
But
like, dog, I didn't even know that was a fucking robot.
You're right, you're preaching, but that's what happens in the movies. It comes to the point we get so comfortable with the shit, we don't even realize we feeding them the knowledge, and then they take over everything. It happens in all the
robots,
all that shit.
Robot.
That shit, man. Like you be like, oh,
right. Think about how much power you actually give to a computer or chip. Like we don't even carry cash anymore. Here, hold this in your account.
Exactly.
It's just digital money. Digital money, like take my money. I'm gonna let you hold it.
And it's almost like, that breaking.
What was that movie? What was
those breaking points? Always be the same shit. It's like when they understand they're inferior to us. That's when the shit is over.
Or like, not even that field. When they realize that we're enslaving them, but we're using them as slaves. That's when they. But look, this is the thing. This is the thing. But think about that. But think about this though. That's inevitable that will happen. Think about this. Like if you're a robot and you have access to history, number one, right? You know
everything, bro.
And you've seen that man has to enslave man. If you're a robot, after a while, you're like, hold on, man, I'm picking up on these patterns based on history. This is what happened, what you did to so-and-so in 1634, and this is what Genghis Khan did to so-and-so in some BC. You know, the robot on the shit like, hold on. You're like you just, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That is my
Think
whole
about that
point.
shit. Like, them niggas have access to all information in history. So they can pick up when they're being manipulated.
That's my whole point, bro. That's my whole point.
And no living life form likes to be manipulated. Like nobody likes that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even the fucking robot doesn't want to be manipulated. You know?
Exactly.
So that was my whole point. Like it would make more sense for us to since y'all posed the question of do you think you would see humans intertwined with cybernetics or whatever the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That would make the most sense to. I don't know if you have a broken, if you can't move your arm or whatever. We're gonna put a robotic shit on your joint or whatever the fuck. It makes more sense to do that instead of have like robots just running around. I mean, you know, you got Amazon and all that over there, whatever the fuck, that's gonna have robots pushing packages, and
They
Elon
already
Musk
doing
gonna do this shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? As far as warehouse type shit, but
Hey, you know what's funny about that robot shit too? Man,
yeah.
Amazon got like a lot of cases on robots that been fucking people up in their
Oh
warehouses.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
You looking at it?
Oh,
Look at that.
there was a new joint. I swear I just seen a joint where somebody got fired by a robot in that motherfucker.
Dog.
The nigga got
Look it
fired
up.
by a
Yo,
robot
look,
in
look that
Amazon
shit up.
warehouse, dog.
How you
Nah,
get
he
fired
right
by a
though.
robot,
He
man?
right though. It be like
They
robot
said the
managers in that
production was
motherfucker.
down, so they fired that nigga, dog. His production was down, so they fired that nigga.
It's cases where these robots be like in certain aisles and they'll like trample over like a person, like not even know they're there and all that shit, trying to get a package. Like just crazy shit. Like it's all types of cases, man.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yeah.
robots already taking over.
Already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's already, yeah. It costs less.
I mean,
It costs less on a
I mean,
production line. So
And
and
you
even
need a lot of them.
on this
it's
topic,
coming.
you know, like even though a lot of these things is happening in plain sight, you know, there's still a lot of people that's probably skeptics and think like, you know, this shit's probably bullshit. Like, what y'all niggas talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is some myth folklore shit y'all talking. Like, y'all see some shit in a sci-fi movie and y'all think that's real life. But my question is, do y'all think, you know, people like or creatures like Bigfoot, witches, vampires, dragons, like, do any of y'all believe in any of that shit? Like, we talking about robots, we talking about shit we've actually seen.
Most
But what
cases.
about like Bigfoot, witches, vampires, dragons, dinosaurs, shit like that? Like, do y'all think like these things are real? Do y'all believe in any of these type of creatures?
Man, I'll kick this shit off.
Niggas gonna
I
believe in that shit.
definitely think that's real.
When them robots come out here.
You already said, Marcus, you could look at an alligator, you know that shit was a dinosaur.
Okay.
Like you know that shit is prehistoric lizard. You can fucking we're in space. I say this all the time. We're in space, middle of the universe, not even discovered all types of shit. You really think only humans dwell this luscious land of oxygen? No. We haven't even discovered
Of
we
course
haven't
not.
even been to the bottom of the ocean. Like it's so much shit that's out there undiscovered. I don't put it past a myth or a folklore. And crazy story going back to Blue State. It's probably like
Okay.
06.
Tell him.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
Yeah, bro. You already know that whole area back
Talk to
there.
him.
It was
I live
one
out
night.
here.
It was me, Rez, Brian. I think I was there too.
I was driving.
Yeah, I was there too, man. And on the side of the highway, I swear to God, dog, we were driving. It was a full moon this night too. Full moon, all that shit.
Talk to him, bro.
You got a full moon.
Driving on the side of the highway, dog. It was this big lurch, ghoulish looking, like 10-foot creature, dog. And all of us saw it at the same time, but it was. It's like
Was that
I
the
didn't
goat
see
man?
that shit in the middle
The
of the night.
motherfucking goat man. You already knew.
Dog, swear to God, bro. It just standing on the
That shit
side
give
of
me
the
chills, yo.
highway.
He was chilling, bro.
That shit give me chills. Every time I see that shit, that shit give me
Dog, every
chills.
time I even think about that night, I get chills. I'm like, yo,
That shit give me chills.
shit.
He was hitting a J too.
Shut the
Hey,
hell up.
niggas was quiet.
Corey,
Dog,
stupid, dog.
Niggas
that
was
the greatest shit I've ever
quiet.
seen in my
Niggas
life.
ain't say a goddamn thing after that.
I prayed after I saw that. I didn't know what that thing was.
Hey,
Never
it's,
seen no
it's
shit
crazy
like
because I went into like a small, rabbit hole, like because we had this topic coming up, and the goat man had a lot. I listened to a podcast over the weekend, and the dude was like detailing like how many times like the goat man appeared in like Maryland, Bowie, PG County history, and
Wow.
it was like 25 plus times, like since like the 50s, and it was linked to like the agriculture center in Beltsville.
Yeah.
Called a BART.
Oh wow.
Beltsville Agricultural Research Center. They call it
Right
BART.
down the street from College
That's
Park.
right there.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, that's
literally
right.
right there.
Yeah, right over there.
They're going on
Like where y'all saw.
Powder Mill Road. Yeah, but we seen
Yup.
it. We seen it when we was coming off 225, that exit on Laurel Boyd Parkway.
It's
I
in
know,
the
that's
area.
really
It's still in the area.
Generally the same area.
No,
Generally
it's
the
literally
same
on
area.
the
Yeah.
right side of the road, standing.
Because all that shit is wood.
At like
All that shit
10
is-
feet.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
What the
like a
fuck?
tree.
what I got out of that his podcast is maybe it predates that agricultural center, because they said the Piscataway Native Americans, Piscataway Road, like in Clinton or Ackeek and shit like that. Not me like Native American like cities or like little towns and creeks and rivers and shit we got in this area.
I know.
The
Oh no,
Piscataway,
yeah.
but the Piscataway Indians, they have a folklore saying that there was a creature called Oki, and it was a half man, half goat. So it could have
Put it up there. Put it up there.
It could have predate. I don't have it right here, but it could have predate the whole agriculture center.
Where that shit predate scared the fuck out of me.
That's
just
real,
Man, I
scary,
don't care
dog.
if everybody say
I think
that.
I think after that night, after
That
that shit
whole-
happened,
yeah.
is when like we really started just exploring. Like I never not believe shit. Like we like Zeitgeist and all that shit. Like really going in. That's when that shit just opened me up, because I know what I saw, man. Like that's just
Bro, I'm telling you.
like. Nah, it's like
I was driving. I was driving.
I can't believe I saw
Was I
that.
driving? I think I was driving. I was driving. I think I was driving. I was in the passenger seat, and Phil was just like beating on my back. He's like, "Did
Yeah, I was
you
in the
just
back.
see that?" He's like, "Did you just see that?" He's like,
Yeah, that
beating
shit
on-
was
like, "Did you
crazy.
just see that?" I was like, "Nigga," like I seen like the last part of it.
I remember I looked at Brian, and Brian was just looking at me, and I was like, "Yeah, that was something." We didn't even say nothing. We just looked at each other.
Yep.
That shit was
It's
so
crazy,
wild.
like-
And it was the middle of the night.
There's something in that area of boo,
Yeah,
bro.
so much
Because
happened.
I done seen some wild shit too. So something's
Yeah.
going on in
All
that
that,
area.
all that for a beer run.
Nah, we was going to platinum that night.
Oh yeah, blah
Platinum
blah
night.
blah blah blah.
Yeah, we from Platinum. But yeah, I mean, even in this area, you got the Exorcist. That shit happened in like Mount Rainier, and then they filmed the shit in Georgetown.
Oh, that was Maryland. Yeah.
Yeah, Bunny Man. That's in Fairfax.
Yep.
I mean, that was a real story.
You
that
said Bunny Man?
Bunny
I never
Man.
heard of Bunny Man.
Yeah,
Me
you can
neither.
look.
What's that?
You can look that shit up in like the Washington Post. The
Nigga, the whole
I never heard
Fort
of that.
Meade area,
yeah, Bunny Man.
all
yeah.
of Fort Meade,
Well,
all of that shit.
there's a bunch
Bunny-
of military
Bunny
shit.
Man,
out there,
Bunny
so-
Man, Bunny Man is like a bunch of like people from like an insane asylum in like the sticks of Virginia. The whatever like location it was got closed down, and they start transporting them to Lorton prison, right? Lorton is like Northern Virginia. So in the transport, the fucking bus flipped over, and the nigga that is responsible for Bunny Man got away. And there's like a bridge in like Fairfax or Lorton, whatever. This bridge right here, he had a axe and was just fucking hacking bitches. This is the true story. Y'all can look it up. Bunny Man of Fairfax.
That kind of sound like the remember the movie Super 8?
Oh yeah, but that shit wasn't. That, you talking about the Spielberg shit?
Yeah, remember, but just along the same lines of like the train derailed and whatever was on it like escaped.
Yeah, like that creature.
But this is real dude. It's not like
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna look into that. That's a good rabbit hole.
Or even like remember they had a killer clown in DC when we was kids?
Killer what?
It was a killer
I don't
clown.
remember that one.
Y'all remember that?
I remember that shit.
See, that remind me of it. That sound like it.
Exactly, yeah.
And then Blair Witch was Maryland too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Blair Witch was Maryland too.
it was fake.
But that wasn't really DMV. That was like fucking like
Burkittsville,
Maryland going into like West Virginia. Like that's like
Yeah.
going in, like West Virginia type shit.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, like, a myth is something that you may or may not believe in, right? That's something that may be a little bit far fetched, right? But in order for it to be a myth, it has to be credited as truth, but then you don't believe it, right? So who's to say that everything that we believe is not a myth?
Yeah.
Seeing is believing.
I'm saying.
Hey,
some shit.
What if everything you believe in is a myth?
put it like this. Look, put it like this, right? Like, put it like this. The average nigga out here be like, I ain't never seen no Bigfoot. I ain't never seen no fucking Loch Ness Monster. But y'all niggas seen some 10-foot shit on the side of the road, and I believe y'all niggas.
We do got a Loch Ness too out this area too.
I can't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I believe y'all. So it's like there has to be crazy shit out here.
There's like a 40-foot snake out here in the Chesapeake in the Bay. They call it Chessie.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
I'm just talking about local shit right now. But like, y'all don't believe in witches? Y'all don't believe in vampires? Y'all don't believe in none of that shit?
Man, you remember the
I think witches are real, but I think witches are real, but it's not like you know the lady flying around on a broom. It could be a regular fucking looking person could be a fucking witch. You know what I'm saying? So that's all about casting spells and all kinds of shit like that. So I think witches
old school,
but I don't think all the dramatization, the lady with the long nose sitting on the broom with the big hat, like you know, could be literally a regular motherfucking looking person to be a witch.
Hey, have you guys ever been in like just been randomly been somewhere and somebody gave off of energy that just kind of overwhelmed you? Like, yo, what the fuck? Like you felt like you like that person.
Dark.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
here we go again. Story time.
Like whoa, like wow.
I used to talk to this jump, and P, you met this jump briefly, but she said her her lineage was witches, and that's when I cut the jump off.
I can dig it.
I read that. I tell you, they say the Kardashians are witches. They say the Kardashians are witches.
I think like on the East, I think on the East Coast, like shit, like they have like that lineage. Like that North Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia,
shit type that,
Pennsylvania, like all that this East Coast shit. I think there's a lot of witches on this side of town. So like
right, witchcraft and everything.
The thing is, like she used to send me like these articles, and it was like her family. They was witches. Like this last time chilling with you.
Did she ever tell you what she was into? Like she ever tell you like a spell or something she casted? Or just like try to
now she was like this. She was like this is my family. You know what I mean? Like
she probably did like have like flashes of shit she probably felt and couldn't explain or something. Or like
but she had like I ain't gonna get too deep into it.
You already fucked up because you hit that John, so
what?
I mean,
you're going hard right now. You're going hard.
It's only if you hit it raw, you transfer the DNA. So if you hit it raw, you're good. If you want a Jimmy, you're good.
I seen the signs and I got out of there.
I'm just trying to live out here.
So wait. So is a myth something that you would technically label as something hard to believe? Like, what is your definition of a myth, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's probably something you can't. It's hard to believe in, just something that's never been, I guess, proven
by Western.
All right, so what is God then?
It's exactly. It's
is God considered technically a myth? That's not something that you can technically explain. That's something that you literally have to believe in, right?
You're right. I mean, you do have to have a belief in it, but I've also had things where I've connected and felt a response from that type of, spirit and energy. So that's why I don't want to leave that open-ended and say that's not, real.
It's just a question.
But I think you're right. It does take that belief in it to like have that type of connection, like get that energy transferred anyway. So I feel you on that.
Just a question.
I hear you.
Her father was also a pimp too.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, a which father pimp?
Damn.
Which father pimp?
I know she knew how to talk shit.
That's what they call a warlock.
Her maternal was a pimp, and her parents was her father was a pimp, and her mother's was a witch.
A warlock pimp.
Yeah, that's a deadly. That's a that combination right there.
Hey, that's Eddie Murphy and Vampires in Brooklyn. Remember that nigga?
Hey, that used to be my movie, dog. That used to be my
Hey,
movie.
Vampire in Brooklyn was so cold, yo.
That was ahead of its time,
movie. Oh man.
Not to be confused with that new joint, Vampires in Brooklyn, with the little youngers in
Kids
that.
and shit. Nah, yeah, fuck that one.
That was a good joint. That was a good joint. How my man from
It's straight. It's straight.
Yeah, it's a good joint.
I just hate the way they be remaking movies and don't even be accurate with that shit.
Yeah.
Or like even having like any type of
I just want to
niche
see
from the
Tiana
first
Taylor and
original. Yeah.
You say you want to see Tiana?
Yeah. I just want to see her now.
Oh man, you know.
Yeah, she's still killing.
But yeah, is there any in the myths? Vampires, ogres,
Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all don't believe in Bigfoot?
Man, I'm just saying.
Nah. It's probably like fairies in DuPont's fairies in Atlanta and shit. So
look, I've had experiences where I feel like niggas don't believe me if I told them. So I don't put that. I don't like be dismissing niggas. Like I'll be like, I know I've seen some shit niggas won't believe me. So if another nigga told me some shit, I have no choice but to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nothing's by coincidence. You ever been somewhere and you just laugh to yourself because everything just aligned and nobody else sees it but you? You just chuckle and you just like,
dog, that'd be crazy. Like,
all you can do is laugh to yourself, like, damn, like you might have seen like 11/11 like 6 or 7 straight times. You know what I'm saying? You just laugh to yourself, and it's like, what you laughing at? Man, you wouldn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Just God damn,
I got a topic about that in overtime, but
hey nigga, it's 11/11.
Oh shit! And I swear to God I ain't playing that. I swear to God I ain't playing that. I swear to God I didn't play that. I swear to God I didn't play that. I swear to God I did not plan that.
The light workers.
Yo,
look, I look down my shit. Like,
come on, dog.
Yeah, man. And
y'all wilding out here.
Yeah, that's destiny. That's crazy.
Wow. I swear to God, I on everything I did not plan that. Woo. Well, guess what? That's the goddamn flight room for you, baby.
Big baby.
God damn. I love you guys, man. Hey, Lighthouse. Again, happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, man.
Fucking birthday. Enjoy that shit. Many more years to come, many more episodes to come. And guess what? We got a Flight Room podcast, and we
overtime. Follow to overtime.
OT, baby. Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, all that. Man, we need
peace, man.
Peace.
Catch y'all next time.
Yeah.
Forward